Hello. Today's guide I'll be talking about catching a horse, and I'll be covering some recommended dailies and weeklies you should be doing related to catching a horse. If you hit O to see your quest, make sure your quest type reoccurring is turned on. Then you can find the NPC Liana. This NPC is actually in a few major towns, not just this one location I'm at now. Remember, you can use the magnifying glass, click Find NPC up by your minimap. The one I'm at is here in Heidel, because there are a few places to catch horses nearby. I'll show you those both shortly, but they're near Alejandro Farm and Lynch Farm ruins, so it makes these dailies and weeklies very easy to complete. Run over here, catch a horse, run back. Go ahead and talk to Liana. Under main quest, we'll be choosing weekly training horse taming, and this Royal Fern Root reward is the reason I'm recommending this. This is a time-gated material that's required to make your own mythical horses. R again to accept. And now instead of main quest, we'll just go to regular quest, left click or hit A, and then we can scroll down and see daily training in search of the finest courser. We'll left click that. RRR, and this daily is to also catch a horse. Catching one single horse will actually complete both of these quests. The reward for this one will be some CP and training XP, as well as your choice of a material used for dream horses. R again to accept, and now we can go catch a horse. I'm gonna go ahead and get on mine and go over to the stable here, where we can get the materials needed. If we talk to the stable keeper and go into his shop, you'll see that he is capturing rope. This is what's needed to capture a horse, as well as a lump of raw sugar. I just purchased this straight from the central market. I'll show you how to use both of these now. We'll hop on our horse, and remember we're gonna head west over here towards Alejandro Farm and Lynch Farm ruins. I'll go ahead and walk this way and show you exactly where you can find the horses that are available to catch in the wild. Just keep following the main road out of the town, and you can hang a right up the hill where there's a clearing in between the rocks. Keep going up to the very top of these rocks, and you'll see if I open the map, we're just east of Alejandro Farm. You can see in front of me now there's a greenish horse walking around. If you want, you can take the capturing rope from your inventory and drag it onto maybe 9 or 8 or something on your hotbar. It doesn't really matter which number. I'll do the same for a lump of raw sugar, and now I'll hit that number 9. I'll aim at the horse and left click. Hit space when it gets between the blue, and then you can push forward to walk forward. When you see space, hit space, and then continue to hit space until the timer runs out. Continue to hit W until you come up to the horse. You can hit F5 or use item, or number 8 on my hotbar for the sugar. If you left click use item or hit F5, it'll show you the only item available is your sugar. You can right click it there to give it to the horse. You only need to give the horse one single sugar, and then you can press R to get on the horse, and you'll see objective complete. Now, if you have another horse with you, you can take back your main horse that's much faster. If you didn't have a horse, then you can just ride this back to the stable. I'm going to press R to get off the wild horse and get back on my own. You'll see it's kind of following me, and now we can go back to a stable. I'll go ahead and right click to start navigation, and you don't have to worry about leaving the wild horse in the dust. No matter how fast you go, the horse will catch up. Go ahead and find your way back to the stable keeper, and you may have to wait a minute, but the horse will actually teleport to you. It can help sometimes to move around a little bit further, but eventually it will kind of catch up and snap to you. Okay, there we are. Now the green horse has followed us to the stable keeper. We can talk to the stable keeper. Click on 3 or stable, and you'll see that green colored horse is available to be registered. Go ahead and left click. I'll name it, hit confirm, and now you can see I have a level 9 green horse. When you register emblems that you get from rewards or questing, they always start at level 1. When you catch a wild horse, it will be registered and start at a little bit higher level. Now you can use this tier 6 on a different current character if you need it. You can also click sell mount on the very bottom, or I would recommend leveling it up to at least 15, and then you can imperial it for some materials that you'll want later. That'll also be used for mythical horses. I'll likely make a guide in the future about that. I don't want to go into too much detail on this one. I'm going to go ahead and get back on my horse here, and I'll show you that second location nearby Hydel. Go down to the south part of town, hang a right, and same as we did before, we're going west out of the town on the main road. We're going to keep following the main road until we almost reach Lynch Farm. And here you'll see a red-tailed horse there. If you ever come to a location and there's no horses at all, you can hit escape, left-click change server, choose a different server, and see if there are now available horses here. The horses available are server-specific, and they are limited, so if people come and catch them, there won't be any respawning for a little while. Some locations can have up to 3 horses, so if there's only one, someone came by and got the other one recently. Since I've already caught one horse though, I'm gonna go ahead and leave this one here for someone else. If you want to see this location on the map, again, this is just east of Lynch Farm Ruins. I'm gonna go ahead and head back into town to Liana so that I can complete the quest now that I've caught the horse. Remember, you can use the find NPC function if you don't remember where she's at. Talk to Liana by pressing R, and this time we're gonna hit W or chat, and here we have 2 options, one each to complete the daily and the weekly. We'll click the chat that says I successfully tamed a horse, and you'll see the objective is complete. Press R to get through the dialogue, and here you can select either some gold bars or some petals that are used to make life skill books. I personally always choose the petals. Silver is not that hard to make in this game, and 3 million is not going to make that much of a difference. These petals, however, can be used to make books that aren't available with silver, and then of course we're going to be getting the CP, the training XP, and the Royal Fern root that we're actually after. You'll get a notice to make sure you have your reward selected, and then you can click yes. You'll get all the rewards, and then again we'll go to chat and select I successfully tamed a horse, this time completing the daily, and here you can choose one material that's used for dream horse training. If you're ever unsure when you're selecting a reward from a quest, especially if they have market prices, I would almost just always go with whatever's valued at the highest amount of silver on the market. You can, however, see that these materials specifically are used for Arduino, Dine, or Doom horse training. I'm going to select the Rainbow Gem fruit personally, R and then space to confirm, and that's it. If we open our inventory, we can see that we now got those Royal Fern roots, the Rainbow Gem fruit, and under our Pearl tab, the Floramos petals. For completing them, we also got training XP, and we're now set up with our rope and our sugar for next time we want to catch a horse. I would personally recommend at least doing the weekly if you don't want to catch a horse every day. If this was helpful, click like, subscribe to see when the next guide comes out, leave any questions you have in the comments below, consider joining me when I'm live streaming next, and until next time, I'll see you later.